Hey, Christian here, projectcreateyourownlifestyle.com. In today's video, I want to share with you 8 tips to instantly increase your productivity. And if you look at productivity, there's only 2 ways to increase it, and that's either putting in more hours or number 2, being more effective in what you do. And if I look at those 2 options, then the choice for me is obvious. So these 8 tips will make you more effective in the work that you do. Number 1, take regular breaks. And something that a lot of people think is that when you're in a flow and you're working, then it's good to continue that workflow. And this is actually not the right approach, because your brain needs a rest to stay as productive as possible. Something that has been working really well for me is the Pomodoro technique, which is 25 minutes of work followed by a 5-minute break. And after 4 Pomodoros, you have a longer break. So 25 minutes work, 5-minute break. Take regular breaks and make sure you be as productive as possible. Number 2 is the 2-minute rule. Everything you can get done within 2 minutes, do that right away. It's something introduced by David Allen in his book Getting Things Done. And he explains that it's taking you more time to go back to a task that you've already started, which takes less than 2 minutes. So if it's a task which will take you less than 2 minutes to answer or to do, and a short email for example, then do this straight away and don't go back to the task, because this will take you more time and you'll be less productive. Number 3, multitasking. That's a big one. Everybody always thinks that multitasking is saving time, but this is not true. Multitasking is not productive and it's not a good way of working. Focus on a single task and it will get more done. It's actually proven in several studies that people that say that they're good multitaskers are less of a good multitasker than people that actually focus on one task at a time. So stop multitasking, it's definitely not saving you time. Number 4, focus on result-orientated activities. And by this I mean that 20% of your input will give 80% of the desired output. And focus on this 20%. Focus on the activities that will get the biggest result and don't get stuck in the small little things. And you will see how much more productive you are and how much more you get done and how much more results you will get if you actually focus fully on this 20%. Number 5, learn to say no. And this is a difficult one. It was a difficult one for me and it still sometimes is. But how many times do you take on a task that you actually don't want to do? And you're saying, oh, I'll do it or I'll get it done because you want to help somebody else out. But by doing that other task, your own important task get left. So make sure that you learn to say no and that you don't take on anybody else's work unless it's really, really necessary. It's actually proven in a couple of studies that the average employee working in an office spends 31 hours a month on useless meetings. So the next time somebody invites you for a meeting where you don't really need to be, say no, and learn to say no in different situations as well. Number 6, this has been a really big one for me, and this is eliminate all distractions. And when we're working, we're constantly distracted by things. Your phone is next to you, popping up messages. There's messages that's popping up on your screen. There's emails coming in. There's all these distractions coming from everywhere. And something that has really helped me is to eliminate all those distractions. Turn your phone around. Turn off the notifications on your computer. You don't even have to go to the notifications, but already the notification popping up in the corner of your screen, or you're seeing your phone have a message pop up, will get you off the task that you're actually working on and will get you distracted and will make you less productive. So eliminate all those distractions and you'll see that this is a big one for your productivity. Number 7, set up self-imposed deadlines. And our brain works best when we have some kind of a deadline. So even if there's no deadline to a task, set a deadline for yourself. This works really well with that Pomodoro technique, which I mentioned in point number 1. Set a couple of Pomodoros for a certain task. So you want to get something done, set 3 Pomodoros for it, and you'll work towards this goal. And by having this goal, by having this time limit and this self-imposed deadline, you will be more productive. The last thing, and this might sound like an open door to people, is do what you love. And what are you actually spending your time on? Is it something that you love? And I'm not talking about all the small little things that we need to do every day, shopping, paying bills, things like that. No, I'm talking about what is it that you're spending your most amount of time on? And is that something that you love? If it is something you love, then you'll see how much more productive you are. If it's not something that you love, then I would advise you to start looking at something that you do like, and that will definitely boost your productivity, I would say, by the biggest percentage. Now, these were the 8 tips that I wanted to give you for increased productivity. And when you start implementing them, you will see that your productivity will go up massively. I've implemented them all myself over the last month, so you don't have to start with all of them at the same time, but start implementing 1, 2 or 3 of them and you will see that increased productivity. For now, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like it, share it. If you have any more tips, productivity tips, put them in the comments below and I'd love to see you in a new video. Bye bye.